Hello guys, I'm Truzuo interacting to I built a theme park that ends reality in Planet Coaster. This is by LetsGameItOut. Let's check it out.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to LetsGameItOut. We're playing Planet Coaster today.
Here we go.
And if you don't know what that entails, let me break it down for you.
This is the last video we reacted to, of course.
So here we go.
What is he gonna do now?
We all gotta die sometime. I mean, it's not true. Here we are. My favorite part about these Planet Coaster levels is there's no discernible civilization anywhere. That's okay.
I mean, he built it near a city last time where he chose a city. Let's see what Josh does this time, because I feel like he's gonna do something crazy. He already has a concept already in his mind of what he wants to do. So let's see what that is.
If there's people screaming, and there will be,
oh
just
my god,
right off the water into that valley and into the sky where no one cares. That said, people have to enter from somewhere. In this case, from what I call the Cave of Wonders, where they have glorious
Why is it always in a cave?
Technology. And thank God, because we're gonna need people. For what, you ask?
Brother, not again.
Oh, you know, just run-of-the-mill experiments at the hands of our fine coasters. I mean, you don't have to build them this high, but when you do, boy howdy, do they pack a high-velocity punch.
And that person's evaporated.
Before we go too nuts, let's break down the basics first. Planet Coaster is, in theory, about park management. You know, stuff like managing finances, making sure guests are happy, overseeing staff, but we're not going to be doing any of that stuff. Down here
of course.
are the things we care about. Coasters, and rides, and fireworks. I mean, look how many there are.
That's
There's even pre-built displays of things, and they all have great names like
assuming off the Steam Workshop,
Steady Build-Up, and my personal favorite, Frantic Display. And here's that one, by the way. Strange how from a distance it looks like I'm building a cemetery, but let's see what that even looks like anyway.
That's pretty sick.
Well, that certainly is quite the display, isn't it? Well,
it's
if
like
one
4th of
is
July.
Good, certainly more is even better, right? If
Here goes the game.
Feel familiar. It's because I did something kind of similar in my last coaster video.
Let's see if it
from that one is if you smash down about 100,000 fireworks at once. When they all went off, it took over 37 gigs of RAM on my computer. But you know, my computer has 64 gigs in it, and I didn't take.
Bro, you know how crazy this is? I have the same RAM as he does. I just noticed that. And I used to have the same cooler. That is crazy. Brother, you gotta fix your wiring though. Mine didn't look like this.
Ridiculously build this PC just to have the RAM not used. We'll start slow, of course. Only a modest number of fireworks. Beautiful. But at only 7 gigs of RAM taken up, we could definitely do better.
That's pretty
so let's go ahead and color this out
I guess.
With, ground comets. Yeah, I think we can stand to add a couple of these.
Oh, no.
It's like the fireworks have their own rings of Saturn now. And
of
course, if those rings were comprised
surprisingly,
of 39,000
it's not
fireworks.
lagging as much.
Goes nothing.
I stand corrected.
A mushroom cloud. Still 20 gigs away from a new record, though. Okay, let's add another layer. Now let's lift it off the ground, pitch it forward, and then just add it to the greater pile. What a sight for...
Why? Why are you trying to break your computer? I don't know. Let's see how many. I'm guessing 47,392.
Soar frame rates. You wouldn't know this. It actually goes all the way around. It's just the game's view distance doesn't really cover that.
He's trying to save the game.
Well, let's see how this does. Fingers crossed.
Oh,
that's a change.
My god.
I'm pretty sure we're watching a galaxy expand in front of us. And hey, look, we did it. We passed the 37 gig previous record.
39,000.
Talk about the memory that'll last a lifetime. Oops, it looks like the game has crashed. I love you. Submit. And hey, since we've already got explosions on the mind, let's talk about our sponsor. I'm talking about Warpath. Warpath is a free...
Go check it out. Go support Josh, Warpath. W sponsor, helping him out and making this video. Go download it now for him. Let's see what else he does.
Make something with a bunch of coasters, of which we have many to choose from. It's really just in the service of one thing. Making elaborate contraptions where the goal is to take those creations and use them
How does that get approved?
Shall we say,
just straight off the end?
Enhance the lives of our guests. Don't worry though, they're fine. I mean, they're not happy about this, but they are surprisingly intact considering they just tanked the damage of a meteor. So just like Batman, our goal isn't to kill anyone, because we can't, but it's to make this trip more memorable. But first things first, before we can do the fun stuff, we need to build an entrance to the park. Otherwise, no one's gonna stay here. I do have one question though. So obviously they walk up to the entrance and then they're like, oh, there's no park. So then they turn around and leave. If I move this entrance somewhere else, will they walk to wherever it is no matter where I put it? Like over here near the lake? And as baffling as it is, here's the boundary line of our park. So we really can just put it like way over here. And now let's just run a path all the way back and we'll see if people are willing to start start their hero's journey. Okay, you middle-aged go-getters, let the day hike commence. Yep, they
all the way there just to turn around.
Watching them meander their way over here with no end in sight. Well, they finally arrived. When they started their journey, it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they finally reached it at 8:55 the next day. Have fun enjoying the trek back. Oh, I see. Now you all want a piece, huh? Never mind the part where there's still no park, you psychos. I'm looking at you, dork with the hat. But you know, it just breaks my heart when these people run all the way here just to be like, aw, now we gotta walk all the way back.
That's a shame.
Let's see if we can make this better for them. You can probably see where this is going. We just need some of this here, little of that there. Yeah, pay no attention to the jutting out blue railing or the 9 million story coaster behind you. The only thing you need to worry about is how cold the water is.
That's a home run.
Actually, maybe not. Hope you packed your spacesuits. And just think, they're willing to do this for free. Well, let's expand on this, shall we?
God.
Here's the thing. Launching unsuspecting people into the upper atmosphere, never gonna get old.
The problem is after that,
all the people just head back towards the exit. And then the game doesn't really let you mess with them any further. The next step is actually just getting them to stay. So let's go ahead and calm this behemoth for now. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna back all this up. And while it's super tempting to leave these people stranded here, we actually can't. Because over a long enough period of time, they just disappear. Except these people, apparently. Good God, that's terrifying. Just a creature with heads and hands, and then like this guy in the back feeling left out. Oh God, what nightmare are you doing now?
They're all synced up.
You stop that right now. All right, I'm gonna move the whole platform. This'll teach you. Oh God, it transfers. Wait, does that mean I can move this anywhere? Like back to the entrance? Only one way to find out. Here's to hoping.
Oh my God.
Yeah, now we're talking. All this crying in one tiny space. I mean, I'd be crying for help too. How are you supposed to overcome this step? Well, let's see. What else can we do with this waking nightmare? I'll tell you one thing you can do, and it's spread them out. It's like a wacky inflatable two-person greeting party.
What in the world?
They're all here to say hi to you. They're all waving to you, you brave souls.
Of course Josh would figure this out.
Terrifying unison. But
the game is lagging out
the more important
guts,
people.
bro. What in the world?
All these people rushing into the park. It starts out kind of the same with a really long walk or run in the case of these tryhards. But what's different this time is we're going up and
no, not the stairs.
Did you all run track in high school? Why are you so excited to get to the entrance? And why are you three in such a rush? You think the sports bar's up here or something? Calm down, you're gonna give yourselves a heart attack. So eventually everyone reaches the entrance over here, which thank God after they reach it, they finally calm down. At which point they approach literally the only thing that's up here.
What are we on, a sky bridge?
ATM. Why is this here? Well, seeing as how there's no guardrails, I'm pretty sure if we didn't put this thing here, they would walk right off. But also, if we don't put anything here, that can't fool all these idiots into walking all the way over here just to go, oh, no thank you, and then walking back. Oh, and did I mention that there's an amazing view? No, seriously, take a look. Ta-da! That's definitely not a giant-sized skee ball machine. I mean, you know what skee ball is, right? Normally, the way it works is you take a big wooden ball, you roll it down this alley, and you try to hoist it up into one of these holes. And you know, we're gonna try and do the same thing, except we're not gonna use wooden balls. We're gonna use people and our very own patented launcher, which at this point you should be used to seeing. So here's basically how it's gonna work. First we ready the payload and then send it on its way. And then we'll just watch as this picks up speed and then we have liftoff, the kind you just love to see. And sure, some of them are gonna fly right over the machine, or in the case of these poor souls, on top of it. But some people will actually make it into the playing field. We should probably talk about what each of these rings means. In real skee ball, each one of these rings is like a different point amount, and you just want to get the most points.
I used to be a good skee ball player.
Each one of these things does represent a different fabulous prize. Let's start with what happens if you don't clear it at all.
I always go for the top corner.
Purgatory. Couldn't tell you why, but these people never seem to disappear, as is backed up by the ever-growing number of people in the park. Hey there, welcome to the team. Now let's say you're George Lucas here, and oh no, fingers crossed for a safe landing. But no, you're destined to go into the gutter, which in this case, of course, means a bottomless pit.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that.
But let's say you're actually lucky enough to clear one of these rings. What prizes do we get there? Well, let's start with the most obvious one. If you land in these two circles in the middle, that's probably a good thing. But if you don't land in them, better luck next time. Looks like eternal damnation for you. At least the good news is you have new friends dropping by all the time. And what about these three up here? Well, these ones actually don't lead to much. I mean, they've just got like treasure and like food and medical supplies. Too bad nobody's ever reached these. They could probably use them. And so that just leaves our last two holes here. Where do these take you? I bet those people are wondering the same thing. These two are actually the only way to the next part of the park, where after they've had a second to collect themselves after shattering all their bones, or in the case of this person, throwing a fit sideways, it's time to leave.
Interesting.
After which point they march up these stairs, back out into the sunshine. They just have one more thing they gotta do, and that's make it through this giant cube.
Oh my god,
and
what is that?
How hard can that be, really? It's just a bunch of pathways. You know, you're right, we can't make it too easy. We'll just add one of these guys.
Why is it like one of the game show things where they make it like only a certain pathway you can walk on?
Structure might be. Well, here goes nothing. Have a good summer. Come on, come on. Yes! Oh, and the fun doesn't stop there.
Oh,
you see
god.
that little piece of magic? That's the splash damage from when the train cars explode back to their home planet. Talk about the gift that just keeps on giving. But even with all that, someone's getting away. Well, that just won't do. So let's add some friends to the party.
Oh my god.
Surely 5 is that much better, right? I definitely hope it's gonna stop Soccer Mom. Ah, mission accomplished. What a beautiful
Soccer Mom down.
Of destruction now. You know, this does have me wondering though. Is there a limit to how many of these coasters we can drop in here?
Oh,
Let's do a quick check and find out. Let's
Probably
start
not.
modest and just add another 10. Okay, everybody, don't let me down. Oh boy, that's a nice waterfall of coasters, isn't it? I kind of feel like
It's
getting
kind
out
of
of here isn't
satisfying.
even a question anymore. Well, if 15 coasters can do this, what about if we...
Guys, here comes 100 coasters. Because we know Josh. And we know Josh doesn't take anything lightly. Here we go. Let's see it, Josh. 100 coasters.
Okay, so I made a little something here. What you're looking at here is 174 roller coaster.
I was off. I thought I was right. 174. My mistake. My bad. I wasn't familiar with your game.
I kind of alternated their positioning so they would fall from 9 possible places, making the perfect waterfall of roller coasters onto these poor people. So here we go. Oh boy. Oh god, that's a lot of roller coasters.
The frame rate is gone.
That's okay, there's room for everyone. I think, by the way, every time these roller coasters need to reload, the whole game freezes for like 45 seconds. Well, I think it's safe to say those people are never coming out. Nor is our
I don't think anyone's coming out.
I'm sure is only going to get worse the more coasters that fall off this. Yep, this is definitely what you want from your roller coaster
all the
experience,
physics,
right? So much
everything trying to
disaster that it's
update
kicking
the
up
collisions.
A very volatile dust cloud. And I don't know how we did it, but somehow Planet Coaster now looks like Gears of War. And just when you think it's all settled, here
How
comes
is the game
next
not
volley.
crashed? Oh.
We're sorry that Planet Coaster has stopped responding. You can end the game now. I think not.
Oh,
okay, I've
wow.
paused the game because otherwise I'll never ever be able to move again. But let's do some quick math, shall we? 174 coasters, all with 7 cars each. That means that with each one of these volleys,
it's like 900.
we're launching 1,218 coaster cars into that pit below. Is it ever gonna fill this whole glass structure? God, I couldn't even tell you. Maybe. Honestly, I'm surprised the game hasn't crashed completely yet. I like how these train operators are all here, just like, yep, we're gonna die, but I'm here for it. Well, there's something you don't see every day. It looks like they've piled up in such a way that looks kind of like a tidal wave. So I think in a way, that sort of qualifies, doesn't it? Oh god, and it's gonna crash into it. I couldn't have possibly imagined this outcome. Seeing as how everything now is just
how is
a
it still not crashed?
per second mess. Oh, guess those cars are going back to their home planet. Fair enough. Oh no, don't send more. And the game's going so slow.
How is the game crashed?
Coasters. No, stop. It's already dead. Well, this has all gone horribly wrong.
It's literally a frame a minute.
This was gonna turn the game into Coaster Judgment Day, and yet here we are. Either way, I think it's safe to say that nobody's escaping this. Now that this looks like an imploding building, so if it's not that, it's definitely
NX speed is crazy.
Causing, I don't know, possibly a reduction in general quality of life. Well,
dude,
this is
the frames
way more
are
destroyed than I expected it would be.
My god.
Looks like no one's coming home for Christmas this time. I don't even know how these are flying all the way over here, but watch out below. Who would have thought that the safest place in this whole park is stuck at the beginning as a greeter for all eternity? Hey, at least they're probably out of the splash zone for this incoming debris.
I mean, probably not.
Oh my god, look at this.
Oh my
Nobody's
god.
saved. So I hope you had fun. I know why. Oh my god, what is happening back there? Oh, now you want to freeze? It looked like an alien abduction over there, and then the whole thing exploded. Well, shiver me timbers. Anyway, I hope you're having as much fun as this building is. I know I am. I want to thank Warpath again for sponsoring this video. Download the game using my link in the description. Use the code for in-game goodies. See the other link to enter for fabulous prizes, and I'll see you next.
See you next time, Josh. Dude, he never plays these games legit. Dude, he always finds some way to trap people, abuse the people in the simulation games, and then shoot them into a skee ball machine, because who would think of that? But either way, dude, Josh is always amazing. Be sure to go check him out. He always makes great videos. Always torments people or makes the game developers find out there's bugs with their game. And I'm assuming that the Planet Coaster is probably wondering why certain things are not fixed, and that's because Josh probably finds them out as he makes the videos. But either way, we'll be reacting to more next week. Be sure to go check him out. Like, comment, subscribe, and recommend other videos that you react to of his, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.